is crack-a-lackin'? What is crack-a-lackin'? Hey guys, just gonna go ahead and get started here. Guys, we're gonna be going over the sun. It's erupting all over the place. You'll be able to see it here on this view in just about 2 seconds. We had a big filament right here. Getting ready to go. There it goes, there it goes, wham, and over here. And we'll go over that. Guys, we got another crazy comet coming through. It's doing some weird things that we've probably never even talked about before. But yeah, hold on. Sorry guys, rookie mistake again. I thought it was on mute. Anyway, but yeah, we got another comet right here. We'll go over that here in just a second. And if it has any effects on us, we'll go over that. Guys, this is Stereo A. We've had some pretty good eruptions. It's showing some of these eruptions on the sun. This is the geoelectric field, and the geoelectric field is going to react when we're getting stuff from the sun. So we'll go over that. And right here, I've seen some pretty crazy looking signatures back here. This is our Magnetosphere, and well, it looks like it's already past that part, but it's still doing some reconnection events back here. We'll take a look at that also. And there's another SpaceX rocket going to hit the moon. And what does that mean? Well, we'll go over that too. But just in an effort to kind of cover everything. So we'll be doing that. And yeah, so let me go ahead and run my intro, and I'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, guys, let me know how you like me doing it that way. I've been doing it that way since I've been back. Doing a little bit of a, hey, what, just a highlight of what the video is going to be about. Doing it really quick and then running my intro. It also helps for the chapter breaks for you guys. YouTube does the chapter breaks automatically for me. So you guys should be able to skip through. And guys, I know that the advertisements and stuff are there. I get it. I can't do nothing about it. I have no control over when they do that. That is, unless I just shut them off, and I can't do that. So, but I'm sorry if you guys are getting some. I try to keep it as less as I can. But the algorithm itself actually is supposed to pick out the high, like when there's more people here, it's not going to run an ad right in the live stream. It shouldn't anyway. But yeah. So just to get on with space weather here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. And thank you. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, she's in Washington now. You say, hey, California, J-Pos in the house. All right, so I'm turning my chat away for a second, guys. So my mods are going to handle it for me while I get to the space weather here, okay? Anyway, guys, this is the SDO. It's a satellite, always looking at the sun. I talk about this and I show this satellite almost every time, okay? So what are we looking at? Well, there is a filament right here, right in the Earth strike zone. This is as if you went outside and looked up at the sun. This is the point of view that we're looking at, okay? I'm not going to get into exactly everything that has to do with this satellite on the advice of one of my moderators, Jammer. I kind of do that nauseum sometimes, just trying to make you guys understand better. But as you can see, guys, this right here, and I'm going to just reduce the size of that also, so I can get it all in screen there for you guys, so you guys get to see the whole picture here. Okay, so as I run this through, I want you guys to look right here, and I'm going to show you another view of the sun here too from the same satellite in just a second. So, hey Mama Tonic, man, I need it. I thought I turned my phone away. It's turned away now. So, guys, make everybody welcome in there, okay? We're a family here. So, anyway, as you can see, this is the eclipse season. That's why we're missing these frames. The Earth's passing between the satellite and the sun. That simple, okay? And it only happens for like not even an hour during the day, just so often. So, but you can see this filament here. I know it's kind of hard to see, especially if you're on a phone. But it's erupting over here. It flared right here. I mean, it was just erupting all over the place. And so is it going to affect us? I think this one in the front is. And I'll show you here in just a second. But you can even see that one on the end. Now, when we see flares on this one, that bright, typically that means that's a pretty decent sized flare. But you can also see the ejection right there of some plasma. See that? Now it does look like it started to curve back down like the sun recaptured it, which happens often. So I don't look for us to get anything from that other than the radio blackout that we already did. And whenever we get a flare, typically we'll get at least a small radio blackout. It's not always that way, but almost every time. But as you can see, look at that. It's just erupting everywhere. See how that went back? Well, went too far there. Let's go ahead and back that up. Right there. See that? That's reaching out and flaring up too. Now, the 131. This is the one where I'll be able to show you a little bit better of the flares, and it's almost a more of a comprehensive look. It's just looking at a different gas. But you can see the filament here. It's already released because the time's already went past there. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pause that and just run it myself. So, here's that same filament, but watch it flare right here. Okay, and then the filament releases. So the flare most likely disrupted that magnetic filament and caused it to lift off and eject out. Okay, that's what happened right there. But you can see it's still flaring. And you can also see a ton of sunspots. There is a ton. Now this one over here, we're going to have to watch. And I'll show it to you a little bit more detail here in just a second. But as you're doing this, we could run through and you'll see it just, the sun's getting active again. And there's that other small, it actually flared 2 or 3 times right there. See that? So, yeah. Now, we also got something down here that I'm going to show you here. This is the 211 angstrom, and that's a big coronal hole, okay? Now, we're going to be able to see that filament a little bit right there. Right there. It's just a little string. But this one shows the corona really well. But this coronal hole really wasn't that big until like yesterday. It was too far south to really affect Earth, but now I think it's reaching up towards the equatorial regions far enough that it's going to put it in the Earth strike zone, right? So as we're doing this, if I run this back through, you can see, and you can also see whenever we erupt here, you can see the corona get disrupted. Okay, sometimes it's hard to see, but there it is right there. You see, if you watch right here, you can see things moving around. Right? So, anyway, you can also see stuff moving right here. Now, it looks just like a brighter sun, right? Well, if we scroll down here and we go here, these are the individual sunspots. These are sunspot regions. Okay, there's a bunch of them right now. And so I can better show you that right here. Okay, this is just a black and white version. It's a magnetogram. So as we're rolling through this, look what's coming right here. Check this out. Check out this sunspot over here. I'm not sure if you guys can appreciate the size of that, but it's huge. It is huge. Hey, Anonymous, good to see you. But that thing is big. Now, we got the parallactic phenomenon happen here too. When you're looking at a sphere straight on, the stuff that's on the side is going to appear smaller than it actually is. Just like, you know, the old rear view mirror analogy. Things in the mirror may appear smaller than they really are, right? So, hey, Flaming, good to see you, brother. But as I do this, guys, look, check that out. That is just, it's huge. Okay, it's a big sunspot. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to do anything. It's got to be unstable. And that is why we continue to look at it here. These are the magnetics of said sunspots. And so let me just kind of dig in here a little bit better for you guys. Now, as you can see, when the reds and blues get close to each other, we start having reconnection events. And that's when you get flares. Hey, Callie. Hey, good to see you. Guys, I want to say thank you to everybody that came over to the post that I made asking prayers for Callie. Her husband was had some heart surgery is what she said. Callie, if you haven't went and looked at the post and the comments underneath that, you need to. There's a bunch of them. I never get that many comments underneath the post. So that's just the family environment we got here, guys. We actually care for each other. So just know that. And thank you guys all for praying for her and her husband. it's just such a, it was awesome to see. It gave me goosebumps when I was reading a few of them. So thank you for doing that, and I'm sure she appreciates it also. So anyway, now you got the reds and blues when they start hitting each other, bam, right? You get these reconnection events and they explode. There's your flares. There's all that other stuff, right? You got reds and blues getting just mixed together. Now, if you look here, from what I can see, the red and blue is actually pretty close together in this one. So if we start getting some, you know, just some intermixing of that, I'm sure it's going to have X-flare potential, okay? And that always brings the risk of CMEs with flares. Now, a flare and a CME is not the same thing. You'll oftentimes hear people say, well, we're waiting for the flare to get here. Guys, by the time we detect the flare, it's already here. It gets here in 8 minutes. We're not getting any warning for the flare. It's X-ray. It's moving at the speed of light. What they're really saying, and they're misspeaking, is it's the plasma from the sun. That's the CME. They're two different things. That was the big thing about the Carrington event. That's when we really started to notice that, hey, those are two different things, back in 1859. He was the one that caught that. Dr. Carrington was. And speaking of Carrington, get over and check out the Carrington app. I think he was in here. He's redesigned it some, and it's pretty cool. So, and he's been going through some health issues also. Been praying for him, too. But get over and check out that Carrington app. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so you got this, and it's definitely coming right at Earth. You see this? This is from that filament I showed you. How do I know that? Because of the time frame. Let me see 3 o'clock right there, 3 on the 27th. If we come up here and we just run it straight to the 3, or a little before and a little after, you'll see what I'm talking about. See it? Right there. So that is that. It probably is. Or it could be this one down here. This one here, I was wondering, because this one here actually flicked out, kind of, it looked like it was going to like go to the north, right? See that? But sometimes we get these and we can't see anything behind that. That's what bothered me, because that's when the eclipse happened, right? So if we're going to keep doing that, I mean, just check that out. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay? So what can we expect? Probably Aurora. I mean, I'm not looking for some big geomagnetic storm with power outages with this thing. That's not what I'm looking for, okay? That's not what's going to happen, at least as of right now. I mean, unless something changes between now and then. But I just wanted to make sure you guys had a good understanding of what was actually going on here on the sun, because there are a lot of sunspots right now, and it can happen at any time. Any of these, right? Look, see this small one here? That's the one that had the flare. It's crazy how that works, right? I mean, and you can actually see here 3 distinctive little sections here. If you were to zoom in. If you guys are on your phone, I realize that that's hard to see. I apologize, but I can't zoom in as far as I really want to on this. Okay, now this is a D region absorption, and this is when the flare hits us, this shows us those X-rays hitting. So you can see how it was just bip, 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 right? And that was, this only holds, I think, 6 or 12 hours or something like that. Doesn't hold very many hours here, so I can't really go back for you right now. But these are, you know, we had some radio blackouts. And how do I know that? Well, because they've been reported. And also, R1, that's radio blackout storm 1. So that's what happened, right? Now, they're forecasting R1 to R2, which is M-class flares, 40% chance of getting more of those, which I would almost guarantee that that's going to happen. And this is 10% chance of X flares. That's high, okay? I know it doesn't seem like that, but that is a higher level of a forecast, just to give you guys a heads up on that. You can see where we had this one. That's where that, I don't think that's where that one came from. This one here is the one that did the R1 radio blackout storm. That was from the one I showed you that with the filament and everything else. Everything happened around that one eruption. So, this is stereo A. We're looking from the side here, okay? Earth would be over here. Okay? So, let me just, I'm going to fast forward that. By the way, the SEEDS website's down. It's not updating. It's not down, but it's just not updating, so I can't show you that. I wish I could, because I could show you guys LASCO C2 on a black and white difference image, and you'd be able to see this stuff a lot better. But as you can see, some of these are going off the back because Earth's over here. But you can see here on the end, watch, right there. See that? That little one? That's the one that they think is going to hit us. It looks like it's going to hit. So, you know, take that for whatever you want. But again, now this is, you know, when we get solar energy, geomagnetic energy, it affects our geoelectric grid also. So we should be on the lookout for some uptick in earthquake activity. Get over and check out Ron over at Emergency Management Associates. Please do that. That would be great if you would. It would be awesome. So, yeah. Now, as I'm looking here, guys, let's see here. This is Canada, obviously, so you're going to get more activity towards our poles. It's always that way. Now, as I run this through, this isn't really like extreme, but it's constant movement here. And why is that important? Well, let me tell you, because energy in means energy out. So, you know, we can only hold so much. Earth acts like a capacitor sometimes. It really does. And what a capacitor is, it's nothing more than basically a battery bank. It just holds the energy. And once it reaches its level, it has to release it somewhere. We use this in machinery, and other capacitors are used in other technologies also. But we use it really to store energy, right? And we can control when it releases. Well, we don't have that control with the Earth, right? So this is one of the reasons why we do get, because of the global electrical grid system here, it affects us. It affects our grids. But yeah. So with that being said, I didn't really speak that very well. Sorry, guys. Anyway, this is our magnetosphere. So when we're getting hit with stuff from the sun's over here. This hits our magnetic field, and it creates something called our magnetosphere. It looks like a tail of a comet, right? So yeah, so we're getting hit there, and we're not getting hit a whole lot right now, but it is significant and it is consistent. So anyway, let me just roll this through some more here. It's not going to be very impressive to look at this right now because it's just not that whole lot of activity happening right now. But what I want you to see is you can actually see the denser particles hit from behind and go around. Watch. See that? And you're only going to see this if you slow it down. Look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, but yeah. So, it's not crazy. It's just cool to look at. So, guys, this comet. It's Comet 10P Tempel, right? Now, we've been talking about this one because remember the dust trail I mentioned a few videos back? If I was to take this back some more, you can see it's almost orbiting the sun at the same speed as we are. Look at that. It's crazy. Not the same speed, but at the same degree of rotation around it. And obviously, it's got a more elongated orbit. So, I mean, obviously, it's not going to really do a whole lot to us. We ain't got no worries of this thing hitting. But what's significant is this thing had a dust trail, which mimicked a tail, right? But guess what? Somebody caught its tail looking at the trail. Nobody else is looking for it except for this one amateur astronomer that I have seen. And Dr. Tony Phillips really hammered it home here with his report on it. Go check out Dr. Tony Phillips over here at spaceweather.com. Please do. He needs all the traffic he can get to. But here, see this right here? That is the dust trail. This is its tail. Okay? So, yeah, I think it's its tail anyway. It's the way I read it. Let's see here. So the trail, because I did read this already 3 times. The tail is completely different. It's a plume of fresh dust. I think we all kind of assume that, right? But he's just explaining here. That emerges when the comet gets close to the sun. And it's always, the tail should be pointing away from the sun. Now, we do get what we call anti-tails sometimes, and I'm not going to go into what that is. Because we've talked about that here also. But as of right now, it's got a dust trail, which is a razor thin line. I mean, it's thin. Look at that. But then this amateur, come on, Wages, spit it out. Astronomer was able to say that real fast, guys. Amateur astronomer. But he was able to catch its tail. Nobody was expecting to see that. So, and let's who caught this? I'm gonna shout the guy out. Dan Bartlett of June Lake, California, right here in the U.S. of A. Oftentimes we see these over in Europe. A lot of amateur astronomers over there, or shout out to my Aussies down there also. This is really cool stuff, guys. It really is. It truly is. But yeah, so I mean, we got that going on. I mean, this is really cool. We're going to keep an eye on this, right? Because if you guys don't know what the Sky Live is, it's an easy program to download. It doesn't take up a whole lot of memory or nothing. It's just really cool, and you can go by days here, right? Or you can go by minutes. You can go by years. You can adjust it however you want, or you can just X that out and go like this. Okay, it's a 3D model. I mean, you can look at it from any angle that you want. So if we're looking at the sun from Earth's angle, and I can zoom in too. See? It's a really cool thing. It really is. So if you guys have the chance to see that, then you can also put it in motion. See? So it's a really cool tool to have. I'm thankful for it. I can tell you that. Because whenever you can also filter out what you want to look at. You don't have to look at just this comet. We can add all the comets that are visible right now, or even in our solar system. We can eliminate all the planets but Earth. We can make it real size. Okay? If I was to make this real size, you wouldn't see any of these planets. You would just see their orbits. This is not representative of actually how big the Earth is. The Earth is just a dot. Okay? Just so you know. So this is not representative of their true size, right? And given, you can even tell because Venus, Earth, and Mercury and Jupiter are all the same size here on this map. It's not possible, right? So anyway, but you can, if you want to look at it from the top down to get a better look, you can. Or if you want to go from the bottom up, I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's a really cool little program. And I would say, really check that out. It's really cool. But I like to play this out. Sometimes you can speed this up too if you needed to. And you can see, you can watch the date and where this thing is going to be. So you could pause it. I'm sure we could put it in reverse somehow. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool. Actually, if we just take that and go back to August, see that? See how quick that is to get it right back? Let's just get it back to July, right where we're at now. Okay? So, I mean, it's really, really cool to see that. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's taking it up by like a week. Okay, yeah, that's what that's doing. Okay, so yeah, get over here and play with this, guys. It's pretty cool. But I wanted to make sure I showed you that and showed you guys this because, you got the dust trail. It's really thin. It's just, yeah, and then you got the tail. So, yeah. Now, guys, let's go over here and check out this a little bit more because I do think that when this thing comes here, also, I got to point out, guys, this right here is the equator of the sun. These things are almost directly on the equator. So we're getting ready to have that pole flip on the sun. Whether it happens, whether it don't, I don't know. Whenever it happens, it's going to happen. It happens roughly every 11 years, and that's our sun cycle, right? Or 22 years, however you want to word that. There's a whole bunch of ways to look at that. And we'll dive deep into that when it comes around, but I just wanted to make sure I, pointed that out to you. I'm going to point it out to you every video until it happens. Because, and what you'll notice when it does do its flip and it resets, all the sunspots are going to be up here and down here. And what is red-blue above in the north is going to be red-blue in the south. That's how that works. Okay? Just kind of like a bar magnet if you just flipped it up. That's exactly what it really truly is like that. At a very basic level. And obviously there's a whole lot more to that, but I just wanted to make sure you guys had a really good idea of that. Okay, so that is the space weather part of it. Guys, I'm going to be doing a members only on Wednesday. So if you guys, all the members, please turn your notifications on. I'm going to do it right after my show, and I plan on trying to get on a little earlier than 10 o'clock. I'm going to try to do my regular show between 7 and 8, and then do the members only directly after. Okay, we're going to have some fun over there. So if you guys want to become a member, please do. It's really probably the best way to, you know, if you want to help support the channel and stuff and what's going on here. It is, you know, I think what is it, $4 a month or something like that. I think that's what it's set at. That's the lowest level. But you don't feel like you have to. I just want to mention it because some people don't even know I have the members. So, and if you guys want to gift memberships and stuff like that, I mean, that's how a lot of my members became that way. And don't feel like you're ever obligated. I want to make sure you guys know that. Just being here, watching, sharing, and liking is the best thing you can do. And sharing and liking. Come back, please leave a comment. Hey, Axe, what's up? Hey, Dennis. Guys, get up there and check out Axe. He has some really cool stuff. I'm not kidding, guys. I mean, please, go check out Axe and Nacho. I mean, it really is cool up there, his channel. He's a Canuck, and he does a lot of music, and they just have fun. It really is. It's really cool. But you're welcome, George. Appreciate you. Get over and check out Dennis or D Griffin's channel too, guys. He's got a channel. I know it's fairly new. Get over and check out Mist. Thank you, guys, moderators. Let's get a big M and a heart in the chat for all the mods, including the mods. Please, if you would, that would be awesome. I usually get a roll call. If you guys want to give me a roll call real quick, we can do that before I log off here, and we'll do that. But we also had some big storms here, like humongous storms. So, and there's Tiffany. What's up? There's Angel's Wings. What's happening? Dennis is in the house, baby. Callie, you know, we really were praying for you. I tried to help everybody out with that, and yeah, let's get an M and a heart in the chat, guys, for the mods. They're awesome, guys. Thank you for that. Virginia, you're awesome. 109 in Nebraska. Wow. Hey, IG, what's happening, girl? Good to see you. There we go, guys. That's what I like to see. We love our mods, man. We really, truly do. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you. Ontario, Canada, baby. That's right. That's right. Hey, what's up, Jan? What's happening? Hey, there's Menacing Russ, right? Hey. I still have no idea how you I'm not sure if you like changed your name or something. It might have did something with your wrench. I don't know. But yeah, you got it back for sure. You've done nothing. Hey, what's up, Majora's Wrath? What's up? Let's see here. What'd you say there, Miss? Talking about your kids? Your kitties? Hey, Scrappy Cat, what's happening? Guys, I just want to say, seriously, to my members, thank you guys so much. It really makes a huge difference. And I just want to make sure that, my wife wants me to tell you guys thanks every time I come on here. She is, yeah, you have no idea. But I just want to make sure. But we are going to be doing a members only on Wednesday. So if you guys want, and I'm going to try to gift out some more memberships if it lets me. Sometimes it doesn't let me gift them. Right now it's not. Also, there's a new function. It's called the hype. You can actually hype my video if you want. You can hype like 3 of them a week, I think, something like that. But yeah, that's right, John. I love everybody here. Hey, not so well done. Good to see you. That's right. What's up? What's up, George? You are the man. Hey, K-Heads. Good to see you. All right, guys. Hey, mostly Sereno SD. What's happening? That's right, Axe. You're right. We got a lot of people here. Hey, P-Ben. What's happening? 4K. What's crack-a-lackin'? We doing the thing around here, ain't we? That's right. I'm back, guys. I'm telling you. I'm back. And this is, it's only going to go up from here. I promise you that. I'm not one that gives up. Even when I'm down, you know what I mean? I might have issues from time to time, but I don't give up. Ask my kids. Oh, Awakening, thank you. Thank you for that. Wow, you didn't have to do that, but thank you so much, man. I think I've asked you this before. Awakening, are you? I'm pretty sure. Tell me your sex, please. I am so sorry. I know I ask this all the time to people. I mean, I really do, and it irritates me because I keep forgetting. When you got I got quite a few subscribers and stuff, and when that happens, it's hard to kind of remember. Hey, J-Poss, got you one. Hey, Steve, what's happening? Hey, guys, seriously, come back to the comment section. Read Steve's dad joke. I always post it. Always. At the top. I pin it. So, but thanks, guys. I mean, for real. Thank you, Awakening. I appreciate you. I know I've asked you that probably 10 times. I have a problem remembering that stuff sometimes. Okay. Hey, Jeremy. Let's see if I can figure out a way to remember. I'm going to write it down, just so I know. Because I know I've asked you that like 1,000 times, man. I am so sorry. Hey, Carrington, what's up, brother? Get over and check out his, too. Hey, Deep Quake, good to see you. I said hi to you. You were, I'm not sure if you seen my message there at the beginning. He's always on grandpa duty, man. I mean, I guess, a break from grandpa duty isn't necessarily a break, because as a grandpa, you probably want them around. We pray for him, too. He's had some stuff going on in his life, too. You know, I'm not going to... Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. We love you, Deep Quake, for real. Hey, Mist. That's right. Stay strong. No fear. 28 members. Awesome. Sauce. 28 months. Guys, that's 2 years and 4 months. Hey, Kristen, good to see you. And thank you for all you do. Guys, you know, a lot of you guys, you guys are just very cool. Okay? That's just what I'll say. Like Kristen, she's a mod, so you guys don't get to see her name in green. She's a member too. A lot of my, hey Sid, what's crack-a-lackin', man? Right back at you. I'm glad I'm here, man. I really am. I mean, I'm blessed to have you guys. I really am. So, all right, guys, I am going to go ahead and crack on off here. And hey, Mary, good to see you. I think I said hi to you a minute ago, but yeah. But I'm definitely going to be back tomorrow and Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm going to do a show between probably 7 and 9, I'm hoping. I hope to get it done by 7. We'll start at 7. Then I'm going to do a members only after that. And we're going to have some fun. You know, we're going to sit around and laugh, and, you know, we're going to have some fun. Okay, I will. Believe it or not, buddy, I haven't checked my emails in probably 4 or 5, gosh, it's probably closer to a week now. But, all right, guys. We will, we'll check you later, and what's crack-a-lacking, God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.